Hello. I don't know who's gonna see it. I just felt like making a video. I haven't made a video to my channel in quite a long time. I just kind of keeping to myself. But the events of CK and the 99 portal has brought up a lot of information, and I've been kind of combing through different perspectives, and I kind of wanted to just share my perspective. I don't know who's going to see it, if anybody. Um, just wanted it all out there. Something that I haven't seen even light workers bring up. Um, so one thing I want to say is the event, the CK event, definitely happened like the day after the 99 portal. Um, and the day before 9/11. So I don't think that that's just a coincidence there. Um, for me personally, as a light worker who's just, yes, I dabble in all the conspiracy theory stuff. Um, but just seeing how the energy is moving through me, I'm definitely sensing the shift. Uh, it's beyond, people say like the whole thing was about division and creating division and people are uniting instead. It's like all these things. I don't think it's spiritually even about that. Um, we to me it feels like a turning point, a shift. This was one of a big events to push us over that. I don't say the edge, but I'll try to explain it. Again, it's something that I haven't seen other light workers talk about, like how inner transformation happens. It's something that I've just noticed in my life, how kind of shifts happen in me, and I've seen it with other people. Um, so it has to do, I think, with how people had different cultures have the expression God loves the number three, or things happen in threes, good things happen in threes, bad things happen in threes. um it's not exactly 100% true. um it's actually, from what my observation, it's three events that are almost identical to each other, and then there's a fourth event which is somewhat similar. And that fourth event serves as like a pin into making sure that you don't ignore the lesson. It's kind of like the three events are similar. So then, what do we do when bad things are happening, or things are happening like one after another? We just, like, our mind is like, I just need to get through this. And quite often we'll miss the lesson. So I think those who are paying attention and trying to learn from, like, okay, what's the actual underlying lesson here? Or working with the energies, that pin ensures that you do stop and actually look through the layers. And I think that's what's gone on here with TK. Um, I'm still gonna say false flag. There's all sorts of information out there. I'm just gonna say it's a false flag. There were three false flags, one after another. It's at number three, right? So there was a school shooting, there is the Ukrainian girl, and CK. And what do they all have in common? The whole white thing, the whole race war, and they went children, woman, male. Everybody's under attack, right? And this is not to say these events don't happen. They absolutely do. The race war is on. But again, humanity is not going to pay attention as much. It's not going to bring up the energy to bring it to attention enough when there's an event here in this part of the country or this part of the country. I mean, there's definitely these events going on. I've seen them. But in order for a shift to happen, it needs to have like this emotional charge. And one event is not enough. Two events is not enough. Even three is still not doing it. So I'm waiting for the fourth. It hasn't happened. And with the CK and the Ukrainian, the energy is building, right? And it was Alexander Quinn who said, we are at a point right now where like the in-between. And that's exactly how I feel. I myself personally, from my personal lessons, I'm not ready to shift. I'm in that between stage. And that's in the physical realm because we are not ready for that final, that turning point because the fourth false flag hasn't happened yet. It's not time for it because the energy is so high and it's like going through a meat grinder right now. If you listen to all the media, there's so much information. There's so much bickering. There's scapegoating, blaming in different directions. So all of that information gotta come up, right? On like this meat grinder. And then I think, just my hypothesis, that the fourth false flag is gonna happen to help everyone shift. I'm waiting for it because I can feel it all brewing, and I'm like, oh my God, I just want to shift already. And I guess it's the end of, I forget what the next portal is at the end of September. So maybe that's when it's gonna happen. Um, yeah. So for me personally, the shift, my lesson, the way I'm seeing it, it's kind of been building to this. It's my detachment from the world, basically. Um, I'm noticing because there's some different conspiracy theories and different, like people are just like saying different things about the event. Um, like my mind before it was like, okay, let me look at the information from the conspiracy theory side, from the light worker side, and to figure out what's going on in reality. Now I'm at a place where I went to the conspiracy side and I went to the light worker side, and like I'm not sure here and I'm not sure here, and this person who I listened to for like 3 4 years and usually I agreed, all of a sudden I don't. And I'm thinking that's the lesson for me. It's to detach from all of these perspectives, from relying on somebody else's information. It's being still hooked into the online world, looking at all this information. All of that is keeping me from going fully within. And this lesson has been coming up for me. And I think right now, this is my turning point to make a big shift, detaching from all of it. From the conservative side, like all the information from the conservative side, all the information from the conspiracy side, all the information even from the light worker side, because there's also conflicting information there. People who I followed, who I usually follow people that I'm guided to follow, or a video that I'm guided to watch. And then the people that I was guided to before, I'm like, all of a sudden, maybe half a year ago, there was this one couple that I followed. Um, all of a sudden I'm seeing a shapeshifter. It was like so freaking, like all of a sudden, like, how come I didn't detect it before? Maybe it was in time, maybe like this is my higher self saying time to detach from whatever whoever they are. And it was the same things. Like, it doesn't actually matter what the truth is. I mean, like, who they are. Just like it doesn't matter now whether it was a false flag or not, whether whatever the agenda was on, deep state, or, whoever it is, whoever is responsible, trying to figure out, pointing blame. All of that doesn't matter. You detach and that's it. And just being okay with not knowing, which is very new to me. I was always obsessed with the layers. Like, that's my mind. Like, that's my mission here, is to I realized that, like, in my early 20s, like, I look at anything, I look at a person and I see all the layers of the person. I look at a situation, I see all the layers. So it's like really difficult for me to now detach from trying to figure out all the layers. It's new to me to not know and to not even care to know. This is very new. And that's, I guess, that's the detachment. So, I'm not there yet. Like, I'm just feeling all of these energies coming up for me, all these lessons, like observing what's happening internally, and observing the narratives, observing what else is going to come up. Like, all of a sudden, like, certain videos, the algorithm is like all of a sudden brings certain videos that I haven't seen before from that perspective. And like all of a sudden I'm seeing it, like, bombarded. Like, okay, that's not a coincidence. Um, so it's very interesting, but I think that's what's going on. Just wanted to put it out there.